In our home, we did not talk about sex. We did not talk about relationships. It was almost taboo. So everything that I learned about relationships came from 5th grade health class. It came from 8th grade health class. And then in 9th grade, taking biology, I really understood more so the viewpoint of evolution. So a lot of the public school system gave me a definition of when life began, what life was, and it didn't have moral or ethical values attached to it. What led up to my abortion was a very promiscuous life, just not having, again, my parents did the best they could, but just not having a strong relationship with my father. I was very promiscuous, looked into identity in a relationship, and in those relationships, very promiscuous. And when I was 19, I went to college at Towson University. And at the time, I didn't really have a religion. I was more agnostic. But when I found out that I was pregnant, it really wasn't anything that, to be completely transparent, I had to sit and wrestle with. I didn't feel much of a suppression of that decision. It was almost like just going into an action of, I'm pregnant, I need to open up a phone book, I need to find an office that will take care of this. Being the first generation that lived a full life after Roe v. Wade, being born in '76, there was very much an understanding that abortion was birth control. And I just opened up the yellow pages. I didn't have a conversation with him. I'd made the decision, being in my 2nd year of college, that this was birth control. When I went into the abortion clinic, and I do believe it was a Planned Parenthood, I can't quite remember, I had chosen to not be awake during the procedure. But I do remember when I saw the ultrasound, it was early enough that there wasn't much to see, but the pregnancy was verified. And I made the appointment, and when I went in, I do remember laying on the table, and there was a nurse right next to me, and she put the mask on my face, and I remember a tear just came out. And it wasn't a tear of fear. The thought went through my mind of, am I really supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be doing this? But the mask was on my face, and next thing I knew, I woke up. And when I left a different person. I was suppressing something that I had never felt before. And that suppression was the understanding that evolution probably was not true, and that there was something on that screen, and that something would have been a child. It was when the 1-year anniversary came along, I knew it was coming. I had that date, and it was springtime. And living down in the city, there was a place that I would take my dog, and we would go walk. And I woke up that morning and I was like, I need to go find a young sapling tree in the woods. And I need to find this tree, and I need to name that tree, and I need to come back every year, and I need to watch that tree grow. And I remember walking around Loch Raven Reservoir, just frantically looking for a young tree. And I didn't find it. And I left, and I kept thinking, why was I looking for a tree? That just seems so weird. But I knew it was because it was a life. And I was just looking to watch something grow and to come back and see that something was growing and that there was life. I did the same thing the following year. Went back to the same place, was looking for a tree. I could not find a tree. It wasn't until I came to Christ that it all came together. The understanding of why that tear fell, why I was looking for that tree in Loch Raven Reservoir, why I was fighting this shadow that was always in the back of my mind. I always say that I want to go back to like Danielle running through those those paths in Loch Raven, and just put my arm around her and say, like, Jesus is coming, forgiveness is coming, because it was only through understanding his forgiveness that I could forgive myself.